that I've done, my sales have been really slow and not impressive. I'm aware. But when I started this channel, I said to myself, even if it's a bad week, a bad month, I'm going to share it because I feel like when I watch some other YouTubers, not everybody falls into this realm. There's some really down to earth people. It's not always good. You're not always gonna find that $200 item in the bottom of the bins. You're not gonna have 100 sales in one week. You know, it could happen. I mean, I remember one day I had, before I started YouTube, that I had shipped out like 16 items in one day. Like that was huge for me. But welcome back. I'm Donna from Lost Closet 12, and I have a ship with me was sold over the weekend. It's just 3 small items, and yeah, I don't think, sales picking up overnight is like a thing that happens. So I've been trying to do more. I didn't do anything yesterday. I was wiped out after work. But I'm trying to do more and trying to get those sales to pick up a little bit. I know it's terrible. It's like summer slow down, what some resellers call it. But people are out and about and enjoying the nice weather, especially after all that snow we had. I don't know if you guys had snow, but I had enough snow to last me a while. So, oh, here it is. So this, I forget what Google Lens said, but I think it's like Ben something alien force. There's just mixed pieces. We got like a guy with his head and his arms and his body. And then I don't know if these blue pieces are legs or arms or I don't know. But I listed it high because some of the pieces, when I looked it up, I used Google Lens, they told me what it was, and I looked up some of the pieces. More complete, though, I think, were higher. But I listed that for $18.99 for 2 reasons. I send and receive offers, and I often run sales. They offered me, I think it was $9, and I was like, but I accepted it. But they live on the other side of the country, so the shipping was a little bit. So I think their shipping was like 7 or 8. So I'm like, oh, so they're still going to be paying like the $18. So I mean, I'm not overly worried about it. It was something I was going to redonate because I didn't think it was anything, but I Google Lensed it. So I made $9. That was a bins pickup. It cost me, I think, 58 cents. Flipped Friday, I have more detail for that. This is Fisher Price Zookeeper, I think Hippo Caretaker, I think is what it came up as. It's Fisher Price, it's like Little People. And that sold on Mercari. I'm trying to do better to remember. I think for $5.99. And this had forever. It was probably a dollar day. I know it was at the regular Goodwill forever ago, and there was a bag, and the bag, I believe, was $1. I could be wrong because, it was a long time ago. I've had this for a couple of years. This is Diego, 6 Treat Go Diego. It's a Nickelodeon cartoon. And there was other little boxes and party supplies. And I think this is the last one. So that sold, I think, for $7 on Depop. So they didn't send me an offer or anything. I might have sent them an offer, but yeah, they paid and everything. So that's a win. So that's exciting. Someone actually pay for their item on Depop. Let me know if you sell on Depop, if you have the same issue or if it's just something that I have a problem with or whatever. So I'm going to bring you down and I'm going to music on and you guys can watch me ship. So that is it for the shipping part. I did not write on what this is. I think it was like Ben 10, but I don't know if that's right. That's just what's popping in my head. Ben 10 aliens or something. And I did not weigh. I know the past couple videos that I've done, my sales have been really slow and not impressive. I'm aware. But when I started this channel, I said to myself, even if it's a bad week, a bad month, I'm going to share it because I feel like when I watch some other YouTubers, not everybody falls into this realm. There are some really down-to-earth people. It's not always good. You're not always going to find that $200 item in the bottom of the bins. You're not going to have 100 sales in 1 week. You know, it could happen. I mean, I remember one day I had, before I started YouTube, that I had shipped out like 16 items in one day. Like, that was huge for me. But that doesn't happen. And I'd like to know what made that happen so I can make it happen again. But, yeah, that's pretty much, you know, you gotta take the highs and the lows, and I haven't been working consistently because, you know, been run down and not feeling well. So, I think I'm good now. I feel like I'm good and can get back into the rhythm of things. So, the Ben 10 guy weighs 12 ounces. I might have messed up the... And I say 12 ounces, but it weighed 11. I always round up. This little Fisher Price guy, I don't think I need to weigh it. It's 3 ounces. And I just put this in a box in case if you were wondering, because I didn't want it to get bent. That's why. I don't want to mess up some little kid's birthday because I put it in a poly bag. And this weighs 7 ounces. And I separated the Ben 10 pieces, so if the box was tossed, dropped, kicked, whatever, they would not be banging together as much because it's just plastic, you know what I'm saying? And they probably needed to fix one of their items. So that is it for this weekend's videos. I just had some water right before I started to record my ship with me, and I feel like I'm gonna hiccup. Maybe I drank too much. But yeah, thanks for watching, and thanks for the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one. So stay tuned for Flip Friday that comes out on Fridays. I have not been thrifting because I haven't been writing. I have a policy. If I don't write what I have, I'm not allowed to go thrifting. That's my rule for me, and I have to keep with it. I will probably go thrifting before I write everything I have. But as long as I'm writing more than what I'm purchasing, because I have totes of toys downstairs and, you know, bags of jewelry and that I go through, and some pieces I just set aside in a junk bag, and I'll lot them up as, DIY, wearable, just the lower stuff that it's like $1 or $2 at 50 cents at a yard sale, say, if that's what you would charge. Grab a couple pieces. If it's light enough and cheap enough, someone might want to pick it up. I've seen a couple resellers do that. Well, that's enough rambling for me today, and I appreciate your comments. They mean the world to me, and I will catch you on the next one. All right, bye.